Mafia, are you ready?
He said, "Are you ready?"
This is Brotherly Love Wrestling Podcast, your first stop for everything professional wrestling. So sit back and enjoy wrestling talk at its finest with your hosts, Larry Hall and Joe Corrado.
Welcome, everybody, to Brotherly Love Wrestling, and our Fallout series is back for our second episode in as many weeks. This time, Joe is in the dark. He doesn't know what our topics are.
I can't see. How did I get in this crazy nutshell?
So we have five. If we're going to touch on all five, we'll see, but
Mystery topics. This show is a mystery.
Throwback to the beginning. Let's see. I want to start
with number two.
Okay.
Who does number two work? It's two Austin Powers. See how many
It's always in
Austin,
like minute and a half in.
let's see how many Austin Powers references I can get in there.
I think you'll get plenty in.
You know why? Because we are sexy bitches.
Can we keep? I want to add a counter right below.
You can.
I really can.
In the editing process, you could do
That sounds like a big pain in the ass. Really does.
sounds like work. That's what it is.
It sounds like too much work for not that much fun. All right, so number two. With the return of Lita and Goldberg.
Okay. It's probably a good one to start with.
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead. You're next.
Growing up, how we grew
Gotti.
up and what we were used to. Your opinion on Goldberg and Lita coming in and just getting title shots off the bat without earning them, especially Goldberg. Goldberg has lost the last three matches he's been in WWE, and he still comes back and gets a title match.
Are we trying not to put in the fact that it's in Saudi?
No, you can use absolutely that. Again,
That's the only reason. That's the only reason.
We're going to debate these, but we don't necessarily
Are we going?
to go you win, I win. This is going to be more of a
Well,
discussion.
here, do we put that in the debate that it's in Saudi, so none of this really matters because we know why?
Of course.
Or
yeah.
how do I feel about Goldberg and Lita?
Well, and not only that,
You know, it's funny because I have two different feelings.
and I think the other thing is before you answer, people are obviously so outraged with Goldberg, but no one's really outraged with Lita. And is it because this is the first time she's actually come and done as so many weeks and not just been in the Rumble and left?
Yes,
Like, I feel like because she's actually doing a program.
but this is it because
Yes.
after Saudi, Saudi just wants the Attitude Era.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
That's all they want, or
Of course.
the Ruthless Aggression Era.
Yeah.
That's all they want. They just want old timers that they grew up watching. They don't. Do they care about the new ones? The current talent?
Not really.
No.
No.
I mean, has WWE really made you care about a lot of the current talent? No, not really. But they want to see Taker. They want to see fucking Kane, Michaels, Triple H.
Shane McMahon.
I guess they want to see Shane McMahon.
Well, that was word
they got
why-
shit canned, so
Yeah, that was
I don't think they're seeing Shane McMahon.
that was a part of the plans for Elimination Chamber until he went all ego trippy in the Rumble and kind of ruined all those plans.
Is that what he did? He went rogue
So
in the Rumble?
look, for what the reports are, what's
hate
out
reports.
there, he apparently booked him. He's the one who booked the Rumble. And he
Wait,
booked
what?
the Rumble. He booked the Rumble. He was
Why
a
would
producer
Vince let that happen?
because he was a producer on the match.
So did Vince send Brock in and that wasn't part of the
No, that was a part of the plan.
Oh, all right.
But no, the way he
it would
was
have been
booked-
better if that was the play. All right, go out and stop my son.
No, like the Kevin Owens spot where Shane eliminated Kevin, Shane booked that. Like he booked himself
To look
all
strong?
these different exactly.
You mean he booked himself to have a toe-to-toe fisticuffs with a professional MMA fighter?
Yeah.
Him going like this a bunch of times. He made that. He booked that against Riddle.
And that was the other thing.
And Riddle had to stand there and go like this, like he was getting hit with machine gun hands.
Yeah.
Like he's never seen hands this lethal before in his life.
Yeah, and that was another thing, stifling Riddle's kind of push that they wanted to give him as well.
I heard it was supposed to be Riddle that was originally supposed to.
I've heard conflicting about that too. So I don't know. From what I heard, it was Brock all the way.
Well, of course, that's what they want you to believe because it was Brock won it. They don't want you to think that. Oh no, we can make up our minds. We had this plan the whole time. Anyway, Goldberg, Lita. I could honestly care less about Goldberg in the time period of my life right now. But if I were like not watching wrestling for so long and I didn't care, and like all of a sudden I heard Goldberg's name, like I might be intrigued. Not nearly as intrigued as I would be if Sting came back. Like if I weren't watching wrestling at all, and this was my first time like hearing about shit, Goldberg really wouldn't
pull you back.
It really wouldn't pull me back.
Like if you were undecided about wrestling, you heard the name Goldberg came back, you wouldn't be like, "Ooh, you know what? Let me turn that on."
And here's the thing with Lita too, that wouldn't really bring me back either. So I mean, I'm kind of indifferent with them both. Like I wouldn't be like Lita in a title match. Like would that really push me over the top to want to watch it? No, there's probably only a few people. Like say I stopped watching 10 years ago, maybe a little bit longer, or like 15 years ago. Like there's probably only a few people that would garner me to. And
it would be Rock. It would be Austin. It would be Sting. Like, you know what I mean? It would be a CM Punk. Like, it would be those.
Like,
those
if I stopped
names.
watching when CM Punk left, yeah, obviously.
Yeah. It would draw you back.
It would draw me back.
Yeah.
So.
But Goldberg, I think, is very, very, very overused.
How many times does he come back? And, like.
But it's because they don't have Taker anymore. It's because they don't have Shawn and Hunter
anymore. Here's the thing, though. Last time we saw Goldberg do anything of shock and awe is when he beat Brock, and he only did his 2 moves.
Yeah,
the
squash match.
But when he actually had to get in the ring and do something, they've been god awful. So me as a watcher now, that wouldn't draw me to watch it at all. That would legitimately draw me not to watch it because I already know.
I'm the same way. See, I'm the same way. So when
I don't want to watch it at all now,
coming out of the Rumble and Monday night, we had the announcement of the Elimination Chamber and the participants,
Saudi
right?
Arabia.
When they named the participants and I saw who it was, I'm going, these motherfuckers are going to make me watch this event, aren't they? Like they're going to because it interests me enough to go.
Because KO's in it.
No, KO's not in it.
Oh, that's
no. I thought Austin Theory's in it. And I'm fine with that. That doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me as much as it probably should, being a big KO mark. But the guys in it, including Brock, including Bobby, including Riddle,
Seth.
Seth is another one. AJ Styles.
Okay.
So
AJ Styles and Seth pique my interest. Austin Theory, you know he's there and he's gonna get a big pin over one of them.
That's fine. I have no problem with that.
He shouldn't even be in it. I hate the people.
I don't mind that.
Here's the thing. I hate the people that they decide to push and the people that they don't push. I hate that.
But you're becoming the fan that you hate yourself. You want them to create new stars and push new stars, but you don't want Austin Theory to be one of those.
I don't think he is.
I think he's amazing in the ring.
I don't think he's a star.
I think he still needs building. I still think he's amazing.
I think he's bland. I think he is 100% bland. He looks like your stereotypical, hey, I'm good looking and I got muscles. Hey, let me go in the ring. I'll do like one of these, like selfie. That doesn't appeal to me. Like that, I don't want to fucking watch.
Did you feel the same way about Tyler Breeze?
No, because he had character. Theory lacks that as well.
He's doing the same thing, only a less flamboyant.
Here's the thing. Theory just comes out as this guy.
Taking selfies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Breeze had a whole persona behind it. He was flashy. If you're going to be flashy, you got to change you got to change the whole thing. But he can't because then he'll be a complete ripoff. He's not his own person. I know they're probably not letting him be, but
that's the other thing.
I don't see him being able to fucking put together a fucking coherent character that's going to go over on TV.
You don't know how much he's able to work with. You don't know how much, you know what I mean, is
I don't.
So I mean
so let me put it this way.
Yeah.
The way that they're building him now he's not a fucking star, and he should be in the Elimination Chamber over Kevin Owens.
I'm not going to debate that. I agree with that. But I still don't mind him in it And that match made me
Here's
want
the
to watch.
thing, though. I don't mind him in it. Just, I think it's a waste of a spot. I think it's completely a waste of a
If
spot.
KO's in there, it's not like KO's going to win it, so what does it matter?
KO could be a lot more believable than fucking Austin Theory. And you're going to get a lot cooler spots from KO because he's fucking crazy. Theory's going to work your rest holds in the fucking ring.
You don't know that yet. I feel the only thing...
I would have rather had Ray in it.
Fuck that. No way.
Dude, at least Rey Mysterio is fucking... He hasn't lost a step. You're going to fucking badmouth Rey Mysterio? Of all the guys that came
with
back...
Rey Mysterio.
Of all the guys that came back, he's the best one. He's the only one that didn't age. I don't... Like...
I don't...
You were never...
New? What's new about me? Do the same thing. Yeah, he can put on great matches, but I've seen them all already. There's nothing that Rey Mysterio has done that has stuck out and going,
yeah, but
wow.
What has anyone done that's new? The people have been there for 10 years. Like, what have they done that's been new in the ring? Everyone has the same fucking match. Everyone in that company.
Well, yeah, they're
the same
cookie
match.
cutter matches.
Yeah.
First of all, but I'm talking like
you don't like seeing Rey Mysterio do cool shit.
I've seen it all. There's nothing he does.
Yeah.
All right. Wait. All right. I'll give you one thing that he did new that surprised me is in this run that I'll give him, and that's where he would do that baseball slide out when they're the baseball splash. That blew me away the first time I saw it, and the 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 more times afterwards that I saw it.
WWE likes to fucking run things into the ground.
Absolutely, and that argument of what they're doing with him and what he can do because of the booking applies here as well. I just got sick and tired of the Dominic Mysterio and Mysterio family shit after a while, and it soured me on Mysterio. I'm done seeing him. I'm done seeing his son, which I might as well not watch WWE because he's going to be there for a while. But I'm just done with the Mysterios in general. And it had nothing to do with the Ray's talent because he's fucking phenomenal. Don't get me wrong.
He's a fucking Hall of Famer.
Of course. But, and then the Lita match, Becky Lynch, going into that, I thought...
I'm more interested for that match, but I already know what the outcome is going to be. Unless they throw a complete swerve and they want fucking Lita to be... Because I hear WrestleMania is fucking... still up in the air on a lot of different.
You got to sell 100,000 seats. You got to sell 100,000 seats. So you're going to do whatever you got to do to put 100,000 people 2 different nights in those seats. So whatever they're going to do, I'm not taking anything off the table when it comes to WWE.
Like I hear I hear that it's like a fucking a crapshoot of like what the actual. I mean, you got Rousey back. That's a butts in seats.
So all right. We're going to move right on to the second one since we moved on to it without even knowing.
Oh, look at that. Mystery.
Charlotte and Ronda, the right matchup at Mania.
I think right now, I don't know because it's hard because I don't pay attention as much like as a lot of other people do to WWE.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Becky's not as Becky as she was during her Mania run. And I know she's a heel,
you're right.
So she's not supposed to be like beloved by everyone. But I feel like Charlotte being here when Becky was off, Charlotte's. I think Charlotte's the bigger name. I think Charlotte's
even with the built-in story, even with the throwback that you can immediately set into with WrestleMania 35 and her shoulder being off as it was pinned.
I mean,
and all that. Even with that,
I don't think there was a really that bad of a choice. I don't really think there was but I think Charlotte edges out just slightly Becky. I think she just slightly, I just think on the mic, believable as someone that you should want to hate, Charlotte's better.
Mm-hmm.
I think Charlotte promo-wise is better. I think she's going to be able to sink her teeth in more for this. I think it just appeals to me more knowing that the build-up's probably going to be better.
I still think the build-up with Becky would be better.
Absolutely. I don't know if it'll be better, but
because I feel like, again, they have to now build a brand new story in front of my eyes. They have to tell me this new story and get me invested with Rousey.
So you would take the safe
Charlotte
bet over this.
at least I have history in this
So you
story.
don't really have to pay attention at that point because you know what it's going to be. They're going to build the story around that. At least this one you can. It's a little bit of. I mean, it's probably going to be the same shit.
It really is.
Let's be quite honest.
But that's the thing. At least I have something to grab onto. I have something that I witnessed. There's something there.
What if they have something bigger planned for Becky? And Charlotte was kind of. What if they have something bigger or better for Becky?
I mean, what if they turn it into a triple threat?
Well, here's the thing. There's the mystery person. Well, they could try and redo it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to main event this time.
No.
It might main event night one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because it's the Rumble winner. So yes.
Aren't they unifying the title? Wasn't that the talks?
There's been talks all over. I haven't heard that at all officially, but
I can't see them because they got two different shows.
Yeah, I can't see.
Unless you're going to have champion bouncing back to forth. But they would probably want that for Roman or Brock. So either way, they can't lose. But anyway, there's a mystery entrant for the women's elimination chamber, and the winner of that chamber gets a shot at Becky at Mania.
Yes.
Correct?
I believe you're right. Yes.
So, are we here to believe that whoever that mystery entrant is probably winning that?
With WWE booking, yeah, probably.
What if it's Trish Stratus and Lita beats Becky, and Becky makes her way into the feud with Ronda and Charlotte, and you get Trish and Lita for the women's title at Mania? You want to talk about going fucking. What the fuck's the word I'm looking for?
Nostalgia.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Wow. I hope you're completely wrong.
You hope I'm wrong?
Yeah. I'm not interested in seeing Trish Stratus and Lita in their late 40s.
But you know what? If people
at Mania.
But here's the thing: if people were, say, we did this scenario of things we haven't watched in 10 plus years. And you're thinking back, you're like, Trish and Lita. And then you see them and you're like, holy shit, they still look like they're fucking. Like, that would probably.
You're right. It would put butts in seats.
It would probably bring.
It would.
I mean, a lot. It would be talked about a lot.
Yeah. But it's just.
And you want to talk about an easy storyline?
Yeah, of course. But, like. Oh, fuck Bailey, fuck Sasha, fuck Bianca.
They do it anyway. They're doing it anyway.
So let's keep doing it. Let's not fix it.
What the fuck? You're talking about WWE. We're not fixing it. They're not listening to us. I'm just trying to put together what I think the WrestleMania card would look like. And I could see them WWEing it up. You're telling me that doesn't sound feasible, what I just said?
It absolutely does. That's what scares me. That's what scares me.
This is what happens when you blindside me with unknowable topics. I go fucking even more unhinged, and I start typically booking like WWE.
God, I hope that doesn't happen. All right, so
I think it's either going to be Bliss or Bailey.
I agree. I think one of the two. I think more likely Bliss because we've been getting a build. They've been slowly bringing her back on the TV. You're getting that story. So, yeah, I believe it's probably going to be Bliss. But I would be ecstatic if it was Bailey. I think I'd be more happy to see Bailey than I would Bliss.
You possibly Bailey, Becky at Mania. That's going to be that would be a match. I'd rather see that, honestly, than Bliss, Becky.
Are we getting babyface?
I don't
Bailey?
care. I don't care what.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You have to care. There has to be the right build.
No. There doesn't, because I know the match is going to be great. I think that match would be better than Bliss and Becky. And I think the build would be better too, because they're four horsewomen.
Yeah, you're right.
I think that's just right there. And they faced each other in NXT. There's plenty of callbacks you can go to for them.
Yeah.
But if we get babyface Hugger Bailey, I might be 100% sold. Because I think
Can she go back?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. In front of that crowd too, who probably knows her better as that because she was more popular then.
Okay. Well, I was just seeing what you thought.
Absolutely. I think that I mean, I know the demo likes the key demo likes that, but their key demo is kids.
True. Yeah, no, you're right.
And if you're trying to go with Disney, God, she's a cartoon character in herself.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
And she's already becomes the underdog again. She already puts herself back into that underdog story of where
I would really like that Bailey back. I would, especially against Becky.
Yeah, but you bring her back and she comes out like that in the Elimination Chamber and she has to beat 5 other women. And now she's the underdog. And now you build her up as the underdog again, where she's got to go to WrestleMania to beat the woman who beat Charlotte, not only Charlotte, but Ronda Rousey to main event WrestleMania.
Never lost her title.
And here comes the underdog, babyface Bailey, giving hugs and snatching drugs.
So stupid. But all that, how good that sounds, it's going to happen with Trish. That's what's really going to happen. All that you laid out perfectly, that sounds amazing. It's going to be the Trish one that happens, not the Bailey one. So I'm going to move to the third one. This one's less serious, more fun.
Less serious.
It's less serious, more fun.
Less serious, more
So
fun.
the Ring of Honor announced Hall of Fame inductions, 2 so far.
Bryan Danielson
Yes,
and the Briscoes.
correct.
All right.
So
I'm caught up.
with that, say they only do one more. I think they're going to do 5, but say they only do 3. Who is a must get in for this first ever Hall of Fame for Ring of Honor?
I don't fucking know. I mean, you would think you'd have to do like Nigel McGuinness probably, or I mean,
do you do the low hanging fruit and you say CM Punk, or do you try and go even more obscure, someone more?
Do you fucking? I mean, there's so many people. As long as it's not fucking Austin Aries, I think.
I think you're pretty safe, at least this class anyway.
I mean, do you even go lower hanging fruit and you do Jay Lethal? Because Lethal is bona fide Hall of Famer.
That could, yeah.
He's your only 3-time champ.
I think that would be a good pick over everyone.
Over even like way back when. I mean, Lethal is Ring of Honor.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that, you know what? That might be the only answer is Jay Lethal because of.
No, it's not the only answer. You could easily throw Samoa Joe in there. I shouldn't
say only answer.
I think Nigel's a great pick.
As far as the next biggest name.
I think if you do 5, Joe has to be there.
Really? In the top, like the first ever 5?
Not only that, but now he can. He can actually be there and actually enjoy it and fucking tell stories about Ring of Honor and shit like that. Like, you don't know WWE to worry about. Fucking, yeah, absolutely. All the shit that he got fired. Give the guy the Hall of Fame that he rightfully deserves. Because WWE ain't put him in the fucking Hall of Fame. NXT should, but they don't have their own.
Yeah, there's so many great people that comes out of Ring of Honor.
CM Punk would be another easy one. There's a lot of easy ones.
And then you have management, like, you know what I mean? The starters of Ring of Honor. And stuff like,
I mean, do they try and get like Adam Cole?
Yeah, that's what Cole, I think, shouldn't be in that first class.
No, I think it's gonna be Lethal.
I think Lethal is safe. I think McGuinness is another one. That with all the names, like we said, it's going to be as far as like as star-studded as you're going to get when it comes to Ring of Honor anyway.
I don't know. I think they're doing a good job so far. You got Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, there's your eyes right there.
Yeah, well, and the Briscoes, I think, probably
they're going to let them speak.
The most underrated
an induction ceremony. Oh my God,
man,
that's going to be fucking crazy.
I really think AEW is messing up with this, not putting this feud on TV.
What if fucking FTR attacks the Briscoes at their fucking? That would be great.
Good. Do fucking something. Do something with this feud.
They're trying to get it lifted. Like, they're trying to elevate.
I feel like the Briscoes are, whatever you want to do, the Briscoes are ready. I feel like it's AEW.
Why? I think they have
dragging their feet.
I think they have too many tag teams as it is.
That's what I'm saying.
I think if you bring in the Briscoes, you're just like, oh no, another tag team. Like, great, it's the Briscoes, but Well, your fucking champs aren't even the prominent tag team of your company.
You know the Briscoes are in the Crockett Cup.
Oh, they made it to the Crockett Cup?
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to fucking watch more NWA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I can't wait to watch the Crockett Cup. I'm
When's
so
that on?
excited. So today's Tuesday. Yeah, we've already missed this week's episode. It was at 6:05 on Tuesday.
Great.
Considering it's 20 of 9.
Yeah.
But yeah, every Tuesday they're running. Every Tuesday they run 6:05 on YouTube or on Fight.
Is that the Crockett Cup?
It's coming up. I can't remember what the exact start date is because they're still naming tag teams. They're still announcing them. But yeah, man.
Who else do they have in it?
So Aldis and God, and his name's gonna escape me now. Aldis is in a tag team, which is kind of a put together type manufactured tag team.
I hate those, but go ahead.
But that's with the NWA, it's more, you know what I mean? They don't have that kind of talent, that many tag teams to kind of just.
But there's so many tag teams you can pull from the indies.
Well, yeah, like the Briscoes, obviously.
They're not really the indies. They're Ring of Honor. That's not the indies.
They're indies now.
Well, yeah.
So,
but when I think of Briscoes, I don't think of like independent. The independent scene. I think of them as Ring of Honor.
Yeah. So 16 teams. So it looks like right now you obviously have Briscoes. The British Invasion is the team that Nick Aldis has with Doug Williams.
Okay.
Tom Latimer and Chris Adonis, obviously Masters, is another team. They still have
16 teams?
Yeah.
Is what they're calling for?
Yes, 16 teams.
That's a lot.
March 19th and March 20th is the actual date.
Is it going to be on Fight?
Should be. Doesn't say, but most likely, considering their weekly shows are on Fight, I would assume
March 19th and March 20th.
Yes.
So we still got a lot of
in Nashville, Tennessee, and yeah, we only have
the home of country music.
4 teams announced right now, so a lot of time still. A lot of teams going to be named, so it's going to be. I can't wait to see it.
Did the Von Erichs make it?
Not yet. I mean, we got 14.
Violence is forever.
Not yet. Like I said, those teams. That's
main event could probably be either main event or both main events.
It's going to be interesting to see who they pick and the matchups we're going to get.
Don't forget the Rock and Roll. They should have the Rock and Roll Express.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? The way they've been wrestling, you know what I mean? And
I wonder if they grant FTR like permission to fucking be in the Crockett Cup. That's for them. Let them be in the Crockett Cup. That's what they should be. I mean, not that they shouldn't be anywhere else, but that's right up their alley.
Can you imagine Briscoe's FTR finals
in the fucking Crockett Cup? AEW won't let that happen.
I agree.
That's stupid. Let it happen. Let the boys play.
All right, so
that was 3.
Yeah.
For those that lost count.
Let's go on to AEW.
Okay, sure.
All right, since we were just talking about AEW and FTR. This Wednesday coming up, we have a debut
that we don't know of.
That we don't know of yet.
Tony's, what are they calling it? I don't know.
I don't know. I just know he has a big announcement coming.
Get ready for the big surprise.
So, who is the match? Do you remember off the top of your head who it is?
I do not.
So we have someone debuting is the main point. But has AEW, and as they continue to do, too much too soon? Should they have pulled back a little bit, try and held out, and that slow burn happen? Or is it smart because of COVID and everything that happened to push all that out? That way you can keep the eyes. But even now, with all these people that have gotten released,
they're overflowing right now.
Exactly, and that's why too much too soon.
They're the fucking prototypical 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bucket.
Yeah,
that's what they. I mean, I use the term shit lightly because obviously the product's entertaining to me at least.
I think one of the best rosters. Period.
It's just too much. Like I don't think it should be whoever it is. I don't think it should be like a huge, like, I don't want it to be someone like They got too much.
Well, it's not going to be Jeff Hardy.
Okay.
For sure. Jeff Hardy's,
I mean, he'll eventually be there.
I think he eventually will be there too, but.
Did you hear he gave a hard no to WWE?
Well, because they said only him.
Yeah.
They said only him without Matt. I mean, I get it, but no, you have
they
to
are
put
the
in
fucking Hardy Boys.
Exactly. Because you didn't want them to come back as the broken Matt and Jeff as he was. You wanted them to come back as the Hardy Boys. But you're going to reach out to Jeff and say, we only want you?
No,
doesn't make any sense.
They're the fucking Hardy Boys. Every other tag team from that fucking monumental era is in. Well, except for Christian. I don't think he's getting in now.
Probably not.
Yeah, how did that not happen? How did that eventually not happen? Christian's never going to get in that Hall of Fame.
No, I don't think he will.
Damn. He'll have to get in eventually.
Really? He'll have to?
He should.
So, anyway, this person debuting is against Isaiah Cassidy. And it is a qualifying match for the Face of Revolution match. It's the ladder match, where they grab the big gold Sonic ring.
The Face of Revolution?
Yeah.
So what are they the face of?
Huh?
What are they the face of?
It's called the Face of Revolution.
So what are they?
It's a match. It's a ladder match.
And it's just a one-on-one?
No, it's a the match that's happening, that the debut is going to be happening in, is against Isaiah Cassidy. Wait. Let me finish.
Okay.
Is Isaiah Cassidy versus a debuting talent in a qualifier
to fight in the
Revolution.
Face of Revolution.
Yes. Is ladder match.
Is that the pay-per-view?
Coming up, yes. Their next pay-per-view.
So whoever it is going to win. So I don't think with that being said, I don't think it's going to be someone like huge. I don't think it's going to be Bray. I don't even think it's going to be Keith Lee.
I agree. What about, all right, let me give you a name, a couple.
Are we predicting
names.
Who we think it's going to be right now?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm going to give you two names.
Okay.
Because it's supposedly Forbidden Door is the hint that Tony Khan gave. Apparently, he did some kind of interview and he said it's a Forbidden Door. So I'm going to give you two. I'm going to give you Kenta.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you Josh Alexander.
Oh.
They already referenced his name when when Brandy was in the ring.
Yeah, I saw that.
And she took a shot and said the only reason we signed you was to get at Josh Alexander. So they already mentioned him. They already referenced him. So, and his contract supposedly is up very soon. So maybe that could be a name. Or it could just be a part of the Forbidden Door and they actually make something happen and he comes through anyway.
I don't know. I think they're both decent. Like Jay White.
I think they're at the level to face Isaiah Cassidy. That's the biggest thing. You're not going to bring a Bray Wyatt in to face Isaiah Cassidy. It's not going to happen. And no disrespect to Isaiah Cassidy.
But it doesn't make sense.
But it doesn't make sense.
I got you. Preface it with that one next time.
Yeah.
What about, now you got me thinking Forbidden Door. And then that case, like, I don't know. I don't know. Who do I want it to be? No one big.
So would a Kenta or a Josh Alexander work? Like, would you be like, oh, nice? Like, and
yeah, I would say, oh, nice for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But it's probably the right. But then you put them in this match where they're Face of Revolution,
mm-hmm.
and it's got to be a ladder match.
Yes.
So maybe you go someone who performs really well in ladder matches, someone who's got a lot of agility.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's the case. I don't know. That makes it that much more. If it is someone that WWE just released.
Or I wish I could remember the list that are available.
Well, it's half the roster from last year. I mean, is it a Gargano?
I don't think so because his kid is being born like
yesterday.
Very
soon.
I think he is. Candice LeRae is like 2 weeks before.
2 weeks
Jamie.
out.
She's 2 weeks before Jamie. Early March. So I don't think.
And that pay-per-view is in April, right?
Well, we're talking Gargano now showing up.
Yeah. Well, if he comes in,
I feel like he's taking time, going to have the baby, and be with the baby, and then coming back after a little bit with the baby. I don't see Gargano ending up anywhere till after Mania season, to be honest.
So who else we got in a ladder match scenario that would perform well?
Well, I mean, the obvious is Jeff Hardy, but he's not going to be ready to debut this Wednesday.
But wouldn't it be fitting if it was him against a Matt Hardy?
Yeah. That would be pretty cool. I don't think they would book it that way because I feel like they'd want him to be with Hardy family organization.
No, not if he comes in and beats one of his guys and then he breaks him.
You're making me want this more and more now.
Because I'm good at doing this.
Yeah.
Does it ever happen? No, never.
Almost never.
I don't think ever. We can look back, we can check tape, but I don't think any of my fantasy booking has ever happened. I might have predicted things, but it wasn't what I wanted.
Yeah.
My fantasy booking has never happened.
Yeah, I agree. Never.
But it makes so much sense.
It makes too much sense. That's the problem. We overthink things and it's way too simple.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. It's too simple. No, ours is overthink. This is simple.
That's what I'm saying. Ours is so simple that
it's already got a built-in storyline.
I know, but it never seems to go through.
Pay me to write shit. Give me the fucking book and pay me to write shit.
I don't know. I'm excited to see who it is. I'm
excited to see who it is just because I miss surprises. I mean, they're giving us by the shitload, but
you can't miss surprises with AEW. You can't miss surprises because it happens all the time.
No, but it makes me think of when I was younger and we used to get the surprises. It's almost like they're doing a Royal Rumble like every third week.
Yeah.
Like they got a new surprise of some sort.
Yeah.
That's the shit WCW used to do for us all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. For anybody. Yeah. I mean, I agree. I think WCW is doing that for probably better half of 3 to 4 months in a row. Like they just kept.
And they were bringing in some random ass people like Kevin Green, Dennis Rodman, Karl Malone.
Mm-hmm.
What was something like that?
No, not AEW.
The forbidden. Why? They got that fucking strapper who's with fucking Paige and Scorpio Sky. What's his name? Lambert? Ted Lambert? Phil Lambert? Dan Lambert?
Mm-hmm.
I was right on the last name.
You're right. Yeah.
Either way.
American Top Team. I love Dan Lambert. He's probably one of my favorite parts of
What's
AEW.
a Lambert? Step by Step?
Yes. Yeah.
The Lamberts?
Yes, it was. It was their last name. Yeah. Going anywhere with that or just noticing something?
Yes, I was noticing.
Okay. Okay, good.
Do we have time for this last one?
We kind of touched on it a little bit, so I wasn't going to say it.
All right.
Look, we can go over it real quick. WWE obviously is horrible at making new stars.
Okay.
Like I said, which we touched on. And more relying on Attitude Era and Ruthless Aggression stars.
We notice this more right now because we're leading up to one of the biggest pay-per-view for them of the year. We're leading up to Mania, and that's when you see all this build up for like months on end of bringing random old people to fill roster slots that could be filled by anybody else.
And when we're going into Saudi, the Saudi prince has billions of dollars and can just say, hey, this is how I want it booked.
Doesn't he pay like $10 million a show?
It's something fucking incredibly high. I have no idea.
No, it's got to be more than that. Brock's fucking making $1 million a show.
It's up there. And
it's got to be a lot more than that.
It's something that we would do. We wouldn't book it like this. But if you had $1 billion, you could literally go to Vince McMahon and go, I want a fucking private show. And if you paid him enough, he would fucking do it. That's the thing. And that's what this guy's doing.
Okay, stop this. Sidetrack. Now you've got me thinking about this. If you had $1 billion and you can book a show, but you can only book it through the WWE universe, what show would you book? But you have the full arsenal, but they're at this time period of their life.
I have to book a whole card?
What are some matches that you would want to see?
So I go to Vince and I could get any star I want. Within
not signed to anybody right now, but is WWE.
And that would have to be able to wrestle. So I can't pull the Undertaker is what I'm saying.
You can pull the Undertaker, but he's Undertaker now. He's not Undertaker of yesteryear.
And that's what I'm...
Or yester 20 years.
Yeah.
Or yester 30 years.
That's a hard question. Because if I'm going to be selfish, the people I want to see from WWE, there's not a lot of them. Like, if I had all the money and they were like, book a WWE match however you want. Like,
but you have to do it now.
Yeah. I'm not going to book a show. I'm literally going to book a show that only I want. So fuck it. Yeah, I'm booking like Rollins, Owens.
You can do Rollins over Sammy?
I was actually going to do a triple threat, Rollins, Owens, and Sammy. I was going to do all three of them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would just do something. I want like crazy fucking wrestling. Like, it's not going to be something.
Would you book Gulak?
Yes, I would book Gulak. I would definitely, like, you know what I mean? It would be something that it'd be weird. It's something that you would enjoy and maybe select people would enjoy.
But no, I guarantee you would garner enough of our age group to watch it, and maybe a little bit younger, a little bit older. I'd book some goofy fucking matches.
Yeah.
If I had the book, but I could get people from yesteryear, I would also have fun with it. I would do. Who would I bring back as like off the wall?
That's what I'm saying. There's not a lot.
I would bring them back just for nostalgia purposes. I don't care about match quality, but I do care about entertainment.
I feel like your card that you would book would have a lot of like
it would be
in between match vignettes and promos and backstage segments. Because that's where your goofy shit would go on. Like, you know how they were doing with Raw Anniversary a while ago when you had the APA playing poker? And you just had different people all of a sudden sitting in. And like, I feel like that's a lot of what your show would be.
No,
maybe not as corny as they did it, but backstage shit like that would go on in your show in between matches. And you'd still have crazy matches too. But I feel like you would pack it with a lot of comedy, or you would try to anyway.
I'd book Jannetty versus Michaels. They're now. I just want to see the complete train wreck that would be. I would book that.
Why? What?
It's just for sheer entertainment.
That's it. No, I'm not even gonna. Why am I doing it? Why?
It's not. I'm not saying it's good, but it's definitely entertaining. Think of the backstory. I would just have them reenact the whole fucking barbershop.
That's what I'm saying. That makes more sense to me.
I would have a bunch of old people come back to reenact old skits.
Yeah, well, but that's what the Prince is doing. You're having Goldberg come out, like,
but you're having him go into a match for the title. I wouldn't do that. I'd have fucking Brutus in the background.
You just said you're going to book Marty versus fucking HBK, but you're not going to.
Not for the title.
Not for the title, but you're bringing back Marty versus HBK. Did you see the last time HBK was in a ring?
Did you see fucking what Marty Jannetty looks like now?
You're only making my point. That's what I'm saying.
That's what would be
I'll take Goldberg over them two every day of the week.
It would be so much more fun watching them two.
Wow. I'll give you that. But wrestling, yeah, I'm picking Goldberg because he's in much better shape and it can actually go where Michaels look like shit.
I'd have him bring Batista in. Batista versus Orton.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be pretty.
Oh, you know one I would book? I got it. I already got one that I would book.
Yeah, Trips is still in good shape.
Bad heart and all, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess he ain't doing much.
I would do Cena and Kurt Angle. And I would yes.
Oh,
I would give Angle his match he wanted for his retirement.
All right.
And I would do Thugonomics Cena
versus Sexy Kurt.
yeah, exactly. Then that would be one I would like to do. If I have that money, I want Cena Thugonomics versus Kurt Angle for Kurt Angle's last match. Yeah, that would be one I would do.
All right, I can get on board with that one.
Mm-hmm. That'd be the only right off the top of my head. That was the first one that finally came that I could think of.
All right, I'm gonna do Harlem Heat
Okay, it can be done.
versus the New Day.
That's a really good one.
Kofi and Xavier.
That's a really good one. I like that a lot.
Stevie Ray's gonna be bigger than everyone. He's a big dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'd somehow fucking try to get maybe I would do Harlem Heat versus the APA.
Ooh, that'd be a hard hitting match.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ooh, that'd be brutal.
Be stiff.
Really, really fucking stiff.
That's okay.
I would like that a lot.
I mean, Simmons hasn't been looking that good, but JBL still looks decent. Booker still looks like he can go. Booker
can
I'm
go.
surprised was not in that Royal Rumble.
Booker can go. I guarantee Booker could go. That would be he would
Not to
be
mention you get to spin a Rooney
True.
and a damn.
I want to find a match for the Dudleys. Like I want to bring the Dudleys back one more time. I would do the Dudley boys.
You can't do the Hardys. You can't do Edge and Christian.
And I can't do the New Age Outlaws.
Nope. But could you get away with the Dudleys versus a new tag team?
You know what?
Think of Dudley's Usos.
I mean, that's the obvious one, but talk about
Riddle
a fight.
Orton?
No. See, I'm going even deeper. I actually would love, give me the time. You got to give me at least 18 minutes.
Okay.
I'm talking.
You're paying for the show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You can have him. You
That's what
can
I'm
get out and a half.
I want at least 18 minutes. And
You think Bubba can go 18?
No, it's what a tag match is for. You can do all kinds of shit. But I want Ziggler and Rude versus the Dudleys. Because you talk about 4 workers who are going to go out there and bust their ass and everything's going to be done right.
Yeah.
I think those, and that's not one of those big, oh my God, I have to see this match. But like it's.
What was it? The Dudleys, Dreamer, and fucking Rhino that came out in Philly to fight the Wyatt family.
Mhm.
Remember that?
That was a great match.
I was there for that.
Yeah.
That crowd would absolutely ape shit.
That was a great match. Like I bet you like that's really underrated as far as
A Raw match.
absolutely because that was I remember
As
that
a
match.
live match, that was fucking phenomenal. The crowd was going crazy.
As the Wyatt family, that might have been one of their greatest matches. Is against the ECW originals.
Yeah.
Easy. Like as a faction.
That was a good match.
Mhm. So I think we'll end it there.
That's
we went
probably
all
a good
over the
place.
place.
Yeah, that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah. So we hope you enjoyed this edition of Fallout.
As Fallout as we could get.
Yeah, as close as it was. It was wrestling talk, a little bit of debate, a lot of agreeing, but still. We hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and we'll be talking to you very soon.